my name is Wendy, and I'm gonna tell you about this guy that I used to date. So I met him, this was in like 2001. He was 27, I was 33. And when I met him, he was separated from his wife, living with his mom, and they were on the way to getting a divorce. So we started going out, and we are clicking. Everything about us clicks. I live in a neighborhood, at the time I lived in Mount Greenwood, which is basically a white neighborhood in Chicago. Chicago's very segregated. Catty corner to my building was a retired fireman who lived on the corner and every single day sat in his lawn chair and drank his coffee and whatever else he put in the coffee. Get it? As time progressed, we're about 6 months into this, I figured out I'm not the only one, which is fine. At the time, he wasn't my man. This other chick he was seeing was sick. He went to the store to buy some stuff for her to take to her, and then he was gonna come get me. Play me a second fiddle if you want to. The purpose of him coming to my house was to bring me some crates. I had just moved into this condo, and I didn't want my stuff on the ground because I feared flooding. He was supposed to bring them over at 8 o'clock, and we were gonna go out to dinner and hang out for the evening. Well, at 9:30, when he didn't show up, I shut off all the lights, cut off my pager, because at the time I still had a pager, and cut off my cell phone, and cut off my house phone. Let me tell you how good God is. A friend of mine from out of town called me and said, Wendy, let's go to Joe Bailey's, straight down the street. When I got home, the crates were lined up next to my door. The milk crates, 4 of them, were lined up next to my door. When I get in the house, I see that he's called me several times, my house phone, but because my cell phone and my pager was off, I didn't get any pages, so I didn't think nothing about it. The next morning, still didn't think nothing about it. I go to work, come home, and the watchdog starts walking across the street as he sees me park my car. He comes walking and he goes, excuse me, ma'am, I just wanted to tell you something. And he's kind of ducking down and looking around. I'm like, oh Lord, what done happened now? He said, last night, I was sitting on the porch, like he was anyplace else. I was sitting on the porch, and I saw this young man using milk crates to look into the windows of your condo. Well, I wanted to call the police, but it's that same little green Toyota Solero that be parked in front of your house all the time, so I didn't think it would be appropriate to call the police because it's somebody that you let spend the night anyway. At whatever time he came, whatever time he showed up, the guy didn't say. He couldn't find me because I wasn't answering the phone, I wasn't answering my text, I wasn't answering my house phone. He's standing on crates. I lived on the first floor. My windows were almost ground level. Standing on milk crates looking inside my condo to see if I'm there. Come to find out, he called my best friend looking for me. He called 2 other people looking for me, talking about he thought I was in the house and had bumped my head and I had passed out. So he thought that he would call, but not one time did he call the police. We're friends, we're cordial. I would never let anything happen to him. If he called me and said, Wendy, I'm in jail, blah, 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 I would do my best to help him get out. But he is no longer a part of my life. I haven't been in a serious relationship in 7.5 years. I don't take men seriously because they don't take themselves seriously. The very time you decide not to chase after men is when they come after you. Cheers.
Well, thanks. Yes, cheers. Thank you. Yay.